Welcome back to another episode of Ms.Nhi Podcast. I love to bring real people, real story, people who are around me, and I learn so much from them. And you guys already learn a lot from me, and let's learn from my guests as well. Today is my special guest, is Tracy. She's famous with night market queen. She set up a lot of business, help entrepreneur from scratch to build a night market business, and also her life story is interesting as well. That's why I bring her today to be my guest. And hi Tracy, thanks to be my guest today on my podcast.
Hi, xin chào, Mười Quý. Em quê con, tôi là Tracy.
Wow, very impressive, very impressive. You see, like, you're the first guest that speak Vietnamese, so I come to my show. Thanks. That's very impressive.
I've been practicing. I've been practicing. I hope that I've got it 100% correct.
I can understand it means you are like the sound, like, oh, she asked me, how are you? So I like, great, very good, very good. So Tracy, let's share a little bit with my audience. Who are you and what you've been doing?
Okay, cảm ơn Anne for bringing me onto this show. I am really looking forward to this show because Anne was telling me that this show can really like inspire a lot of people who are just like me. So just to share a little bit about myself, I've been actually I haven't been working for a single person for many years since I was like 18 or 19 years old. I dropped out of school. I came out. I didn't want to get a regular salary. So I became a business person and started my entrepreneurship. Yeah. So until today, yeah. So I hope that I can share whatever I can.
Yeah. You see, it's very rare for me to meet a Singaporean who are like similar like me in terms of we just sister but in different country. Like I also dropped out from school and I start my entrepreneur, and same as you. And I think it's interesting here is like 18 years old and start entrepreneur for many years back in Singapore. I think it would be very, very different story. And I think this would be add so much value to especially young people, young entrepreneur who want to pursue their life dream. So let's go a little bit there, right there, when you say you quit and decide to be entrepreneur. What make you make that decision? Why you want to quit school after 18 and you don't want to persist to be go to university or so on, and why you decide to be entrepreneur at 18 years old?
Okay. So I come from a very humble family. I cannot say that my family is poor, but in Singapore, right, the normal is normal. So it's just enough. I would say that everything is just enough. But we do not have that kind of access. Access as in access money, access resources. So when I'm the eldest child of the family. So at that point when I was like 18, I decided to quit school. It is a very difficult decision for me because during my era, right, it's either you study or you go to it's the end. Study or it's the end. There's only two choices. And actually, it's not that I am not good in my studies. I'm always like top 5 in the class and even top 5 in school. But then I decided that, that point of time, I didn't want to burden my parents because I have 2 younger siblings who needs to go to school, and they are great siblings, and, they can also study. So I wanted to come out and do something. So that's where I just came out against all odds at that time. And I even avoided all big meetings and family gatherings because they would ask me, hey, Tracy, why are you not studying? So it's really not easy for me at that point of time. So, and then when because for me, right, I have been working since I was 7 years old. And so I would study and work part-time. And the salary that point of time per day was something like on a Saturday, I work from morning 10 to at night 11 is only about $10. And I know that even if I make a whole month, it would only be very, very little money. So I know that business is something that I can look forward to and that can make a change in my lifestyle. And not only my lifestyle, and also my family lifestyle. That is why I took the big step forward.
Very encouraging there, but I think also come from the experience you just shared because you work from young. That's why you have a confidence to pursue that. So, how about when you enter that? I'm sure we have a lot of failure, you know, learning lesson, and especially for young lady who enter to entrepreneurship. Uh, how was that for you when you starting? Let's go back where as Tracy, 18 years old. I'm sure you have to work very hard to be where are you today. No doubt on that. Singapore is
Mm.
expensive country. The only people stay here that understand how tough it is to run business in Singapore. So how was that started, and how do you manage to enter the industry?
Okay. I wouldn't say that it's a failure. I would say that it's an experience. And I am grateful and I never regretted any path that I ever took, although I had tears and a lot of very roller coaster emotion when I was then, and of course at that point of time when I was there at 18, 19, 20, you know, coming out as a very young age, I would face a lot of challenges. And then when I face any of them, I would cry and I would say, why didn't I continue my studies? And but then I just say that, look, I got to cover my eyes like a horse, you know, and just look forward, and I just have to move on, move on, move on. Um, so that time when I started off as a, I went to the offices in our CBD area, which is Shenton Way, Robinson, and all this, and they have buildings and buildings. And so what I do is that I went to the supplier. Okay, I had this plan. I said, okay, anything that is $10. So
Mm,
I went to the shop, okay, where they sell pen,
mm,
and this pen come in a very nice gift box. And at that point
mm,
of time, the pen was I think like maybe $5 or $6. So I took a pen and I bought samples, and
mm,
then I took the samples and I went up to the offices and I knocked door and say, Miss Receptionist, good afternoon to you, good morning to you. I would like to share with you this pen is coming. There's a Christmas is coming. Maybe your colleague would like to buy a pen for exchange of give Christmas gifts. So I actually put the pen as a sample with a list of, the paper with their names and what color, and I will leave a catalog. Pen, my sample pen, my catalog, and also my paper. So I will leave, and then I say I will come back in 2 days time or 3 days time. I will do this to around the offices. So and I come back and then I will take the order. So that is how I actually started. Yeah. And then from there, from being a retailer, I move on to being wholesaler in other businesses, because I don't sell just pen. And after that, as I evolve, I start to sell other things like apparel, shoes, um, decoration, toys and gift, and all. And then I move on until I become I went to the market. So that was like maybe like 15 years ago. I went to the market and I started selling my products, because that time wholesaling was very, very tough. People are owing me money on a credit terms from 30 days, when and they open the check to 60 days. 1 month later, then I can credit, and check bounce, and until the credit went up to 90 days, and then up to 6 months. Then I think that, oh no, the business is my money is stuck. So
mm,
I took my products and I went to the marketplace, and I start to I took a direct, because I'm a wholesaler, right? So my products are all directly from the manufacturer, and I took it out and I sell at the marketplace. So
Mm.
if you would say that kind of a concept is like nowadays on online, you do that. But
Yes, yes,
those
yes.
days there isn't any e-commerce or online thing, So that was a thing that I did, offline kind of business, like more than 15, I think 15 years, or I mean many long time ago, more than 10 years ago, that the traditional kind of brick and mortar business. And then from there, my money is instant cash, and I have rolling money.
Mm.
So that is where I adjusted my business volume and concentration into the night market. And slowly I become the first. I start as a tenant. Then I see, hey, maybe I can try this business. Then I become the landlord of the marketplace. And then because this is a business where I am the only lady in this business. So they call me the bazaar queen, and that is where my name come from.
Yeah. Well, it's really, like I have a lot of respect with uh, women who entrepreneur. I will tell why, because as me as a lady who do work like you know, of course I'm way younger than you, so that's why I respect more mature lady who run business, because I know how tough you have to deal with not only finance, like the story you share just give me goosebumps when I say that, because you just come back to basic fundamental, right? We have to sell no matter what, as long as you are your own boss. You have to be the best selling in your company, any industry, no doubt, right? Even Elon Musk is
Mm,
the best selling for his company, best sell person, right? So by go to door knocking until you build up your business today, is not the easiest journey. Even in your story right now you share, right? It sounds so simple, but because Tracy already passed that, lady and gentlemen. She already passed that stage. That's why she share back to you is so relaxed, but I believe it's not that easy journey. Okay, we share here is doesn't mean like we make it so difficult or drama for people, but to just aware for young people, because Tracy, let's be honest, yeah, a lot of you young people right now look at entrepreneur is all about flashy stuff, show off.
mm.
But you are in the business life for so long, I believe it's not that easy. Have any moment in your life you think of quit and give up, and how was that turning point for you to continue going on with what you're doing?
To speak the truth, every adversity, every time I feel like giving up, every single time. But then, you know, um, this is the emotional part that we have to control. It is okay to let go at the point of
Mm.
time, but what I do is that I always give myself an expiry time.
Mm.
Okay, so
Oh, that's a good tip.
yes, you need to have an expire time. Do not control your emotion. Let go.
Mm.
Because if you do not let go, you will let your past determine your future, which is not
Mm.
good. So, what I do is that whenever I experience any failure in, any business or any aspect, right, I will actually really go to a place, nobody to disturb me, very quiet, alone, and I think of what happened, and then I cry. I let go.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I
That's
let
a
go.
strong right there. It's a courage for you to cry yourself
Yeah,
out, though.
yes, cry myself out. Cry until at one point of time you will feel numb. Nothing to cry already. Yeah, I already am. It's like a gunpowder. You let go,
Yeah.
let go, let go, let go. And then the cover, the box become empty. No more gunpowder. So you know that. Okay, I'm good already. Okay, so when I feel that okay, I'm good already, then the second thing I do is I do a reflection. So I reflect. Okay, what could I done better? Then I do not repeat the same mistake that happened before. So, for example, okay, I did one business, okay, and then it was quite a big investment.
Mm.
And what happens is that I didn't realize that my partner, who was holding the accounts for our company, right, actually siphoned our funds. And when supplier came to me and said that we have not been paying them for months,
Wow. The
I am
trust
in
is break
charge.
right there.
Yeah, I am in charge of sales and marketing and servicing of, I'm the outside. I'm in charge of the outside dealing with people. And my partner is dealing with the back end admin and accounts. So at that point of time, right, I feel like, oh shit, everything is in haywire, like where's the money and all this. And so I had to make a decision to say, oops, I'm sorry, I think this is not the kind of partnership. It was, like now when I talk, it's very easy, but that kind of emotional that, you talk to your friend who you have known for so long, go into partnership, gamble off the company money, have to talk to them that, hey, look, we have to break up already. I cannot waste my time with you anymore. So it's not easy. So I had to round everything. I sold factory, I sold my vehicles, everything. I cleared the debts, and I went to a seclusion, and I just locked myself out. I went to for us to Malaysia, and I just locked myself up in Genting Highlands. And every day I just sit there and then just let the cold wind blow on me, cry, 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 cry until the finish, until I feel good. And then say, what went wrong? How can I do better? And reflection. And after that, I come back. When I'm ready, I say, are you ready to come back? And I come back and I restart.
Wow. Well, you
Yeah.
see, it's a thing we call what is really strong woman mean, right? And when we listen to people say strong woman is about muscular and like be a bossy on the industry and the line. But for me, over time, to be entrepreneur as a lady, I'm totally agree with you. The harder part is we had to cut loss what is really losing right there, and then the relationship is a part of harder for especially women to do business because we naturally more emotional than men, but that's also the help because we're more emotional, we can release the emotional easier than a man. But the loneliness of, that's why when you share about sit down in the room and lonely and let it go and decide by yourself to stand back again, bounce back and stronger. I have many moments like that in my life. And when young people, especially young lady, come to me and say I want to be businesswoman, I told them exactly what you said. But that's what I share already. So it's better from another lady like Tracy's share because you guys will have more perspective. That it is true, entrepreneur is a lonely journey, and we need a lot of courage, need a lot of love, support, and especially yourself have to know why you started. All right, and deep down, like Tracy look like feminine lady outside, right? But she is stone right there inside. It's the iron woman inside. let's let's go back to do bounce back and get stronger and better, and it's success like today.
Mm,
I think the next thing we want to talk is about COVID because a lot of people get affected by COVID. So I think the next fail always bigger than the last fail for us. Because fail here,
yes.
nothing wrong with it. It's just a reminder that let's come back and be stronger and better. How COVID affect you and how you get back and bounce back and strong. And can you share your experience about that? Because it may help
Uh,
a lot of people who affect by COVID as well.
okay. So just to be very frank with you, okay, today I'm here looking very fresh and good. I was not like this in 2020. Okay, I
Mm.
was totally destroyed and devastated. Okay, I and went into almost a depression.
Mm.
Okay, so this is one of the hurdle in my life that I will never, never, never forget. In in terms of business, in terms of friends, a lot of things. So totally destroyed. And then, so again, I did the same thing. I repeated. I hibernate, let go the emotion, and I also think what could I have done better, and then what I can do now to move on to the future. What is needed? what is the skill. So that at that point of time, I also came up myself with a slogan, which is like a lot of people know, life is just like a Pokemon. Embrace evolution. Okay, because when you play Pokemon, right? You go to the battlefield with another monster. You fight.
Yeah.
You win, you level up.
Yeah.
You lose, you come back. You pick up another skill,
That's a
right?
very good point right there. You see that that's what I love about my podcast, because every guest will come with a certain tip or solution or the story or experience that I'm like, I can learn from that. And we know that, right? We just walk on the road and even one golden nugget from someone is already golden nugget for us. The more golden nugget we collect, we have a lot of gold in the house. So for me, it's like, that's a very good explanation about transition right now between pre-COVID and after COVID. Because let's be real, we cannot come back to the life before COVID anymore, right? But that's how positive Tracy is to look at life. And you see,
I want to share like the before and after of me.
yes, yes,
Okay, so before me, right? Okay, so because I've been running company for many years, I do not know how to do admin. I do not know how to do computer. I do not even know how to do Excel. Can you imagine that? And I do not even know what is Facebook, YouTube. I think people around me call me what? I call myself a tech idiot. Tech
$5
idiot.
statement.
That at that point of time, So of course, I think like, okay, this is not going to happen to me in the future. I
Mm,
have to move on.
mm,
Okay, I have to move on. So I enroll in courses. I learn skill. I went to social media and learn, oh, what is Facebook, what is YouTube, what is LinkedIn. I got myself, involved in all this. I couldn't actually even understand the language of, the modern younger people like you, what are the
yeah.
modern language, technology, IT, and this and that.
Don't worry, I will
So
share with you everything.
yes, yes, I appreciate that. And you are
Yeah.
so lucky that Anne, is here. So I went to learn the Vietnamese word. Cảm ơn Anne.
Cảm ơn em.
Like,
Cảm ơn
thank
chị.
you. To her, like, you have this podcast. Back in our days, we bang our heads like on the hard wall or the rock. We don't people have a podcast, YouTube. We don't have. We don't have. There's nobody that we can learn from. And now everything is express and shortcut.
Yeah.
So be appreciative. Really be appreciative. And I actually went back and then I learned social media. I learned computer skills. And in this 1 year, I would say that I actually compressed everything that I should have learned and depended on people for the past 10 over years. I actually
Mm,
learned to know everything on my own,
mm,
because I have to start back from zero. Actually, not
yeah.
zero, but negative. So I
Yeah.
have to restart and I learn the skill again and I come back very fast.
Mm. The
Okay,
story
so
is very encouraging because I believe in this as well, right? I believe that it's never too late to start something. A lot of people when they get hit by get hit by the crisis and they knocked out completely, but they couldn't bounce back. And Tracy, this because this term we learn in Money and You, I acknowledge your courage to bounce back at the so many years of success. And even you get hit by COVID, you never lay blame for that reason. You never stop be better version of yourself and you continue do this. And I'm so proud, I'm so happy to be around people like you, because you give me so much of encouraging even as a young entrepreneur that one day if I'm come to Tracy age, I don't doubt with you guys that sometimes we will be success in certain level in our life that we forget where we come from and how hard we used to be work. And I myself make myself humble and grounded because of people like Tracy, people who already passed certain thing in life that I'm not used to be like this. By the way, I'm not used to be listening to mature people. I honest to you, I'm used to be very stubborn. I think I know everything. I think I'm like a queen of the world. I think I'm so smart, I'm so intelligent. But I think I come to the age and I learn so much from Money and You. We will talk about that later. That I realize is it's okay to learn from people who already go through a lot of things that I even pay me money I don't want to experience. So it saves so much of my time and so on. And you see, even Tracy, she was so humble. She said she willingly to learn from a young people back. So that's a lot of respect for me, because this is what life about. We learn from each other. Your experience is for you maybe nothing, because the way you share is like, yeah, it's just like that. But for me it's like, oh my god, like that you also can go through. I feel so small when I hear your story, and the same, right? Let's go back. Like now you bounce back and you get it stronger and you do it better, I believe, because you have something I call spirit. Your spirit will forever bring you back no matter what. And I believe also is as long as you like entrepreneur lifetime, you do entrepreneur, and you cannot we cannot stop. It's just a addiction, right? That is suffering. Okay, now let's be real, like suffering, stress, emotional, but it's fun though. Do you agree? It's a fun when
Yes.
we go through so much pain and we get the reward. The reward is
Mm,
big, but the pain also not tiny. Okay.
mm,
I normally don't impress like just to share about women, but let's share. If right now have young people who entrepreneur want to start entrepreneurship, even lady
mm,
or man or boy or whatever gender they want to call themselves, want to start at a young age, like you back then 18.
mm.
What is one thing you want to share with them right now that it come up from you? If young person
Okay.
come and say, I want to be entrepreneur, Tracy, can you share with me?
I have been working with young entrepreneur, not only young entrepreneur in terms of age, also entrepreneur as in even they are 50s, 60s, as long as they want to start a business, as long as they want to jump out from the employee mindset to the employer mindset, may it be self-employed or may it be like freelancer, that kind. As long as you jump out from the employee mindset, I am definitely willing. I'm always here for you. And I've been doing this because it gives me satisfaction and paying forward to
Hmm.
those people when I was down, and how I can help the people who new. In fact, I am starting a new business soon. It's going to start in September. I'm doing preparation for it. Is 200% support entrepreneur.
Well, I need to
That
join. I also want to
yeah,
support.
yes. That is the mission of this company setup. Okay, and because exactly like what Anne say, entrepreneurship can be lonely,
Hmm.
but the thing is that when you can choose to be lonely or to be not lonely, that means
Hmm.
by joining people who are already entrepreneur. So what
Yes.
I'm going to do very soon is that I'm going to set up a community where entrepreneur gets together and we have the same mindset and sharing of not failure but experiences,
Yep.
to share their experience and also to share their success, and then
Hmm.
let everybody celebrate for them as a milestone.
Hmm.
So you are never lonely in a
Yep.
community like this. And
Hmm.
so that is my mission to do this very soon, and I'm working with my partners on this. And just to let the entrepreneur know that success is a journey.
Yep.
It's not like today you wake up, tomorrow success. No,
Yeah. Oh my God, you
no.
speak my mind.
Success is a journey. It's like you grow apple, you plant the seed, and then you have to, get the fertilizer, you got to put the water, and then slowly the apple will grow, and then the flowers, and then the fruits. You know, so it's a journey. And then if even when, like example, when you meet into challenges, just face it. And when you overcome the challenges, do not measure the success or failure with money. Because when you become very successful, you realize that actually money is only a byproduct. It's
Yep.
not a measurement of how successful you are. It becomes a byproduct.
Yep.
So successful is a journey whereby even there's a, like for example, a baby, success is learning how to walk. When you're in school, success is excelling in your academics. When you go to work, success is getting to be better. But when you're in your 60s and 70s, success is able to walk from downstairs level 1 climbing up the stairs to level 2.
Yeah.
So never judge success with money. For example, like now, if I consider myself successful, but if you talk about money, if you measure in terms of money, I may not be the most successful person that you have ever met.
Yep.
But definitely, do not race with anybody. Do not race with
Yep.
anybody. The only race that I have is the race with myself. Myself is I would be able to one step at a time. How I want to grow my success. So it's a journey and it's my story. And nobody can have a second Tracy. Nobody can have a second N. Nobody can have a second you. It's
I
your
agree.
race.
I agree.
Your race at your own pace.
Yep.
Yeah.
You
So
see,
entrepreneur,
Tracy
加油.
is just speak everything that I don't have to add on because I don't call perfect lie lah, but that's exactly what exactly the experience of the entrepreneur will speak up to you guys. And that's why I love my show. One thing that I bring true life story to you guys. Facebook, Instagram, media give you a lot of fake information, and you think entrepreneurship is all about money because they show you bling bling stuff, and you think, oh, that means success. It means I have to wear a bunch of things on my body to show people like how much money I have. That doesn't mean money, because I will ask Tracy this question, and you guys will know, because I ask a lot of entrepreneurs the same thing, because that's how I feel, that's how I saw. But what media never say, that's why I want to do this show, because I want to show the truth, right? Tracy, is that
Yes.
entrepreneur chase money when we decide to be entrepreneur? Because people think like that. So what exactly entrepreneur chasing, for your experience, that they become entrepreneur and they continue to be entrepreneur? What are they really want to do when they be entrepreneur?
Okay. This is a very good question. Okay. At the same time, I also want to ask back the
Yep.
audience. What is the biggest nation in the world?
Mm.
Do you know the answer?
Yeah,
Okay,
they
the biggest.
drop the comment below, because the audience will watching this, and I will ask them, drop the comment below, give the
Okay,
answer. Yeah.
which one is the biggest nation in the world? Okay, the biggest nation in the world, I will review, is imagination.
Mm.
Imagination. Never stop dreaming. Number one, people come out with entrepreneur and they say that I don't have money to start a business.
Oh,
Is it true?
nope,
Right?
never about
So
money.
when the only scarcity is not about money. The only scarcity and the only poverty in life is the poverty of dreams.
Mm.
Dream, imagine. When if I were to tell you that to start an entrepreneurship is free, the free
Mm.
thing is your dream. Imagine, it's free. You don't even have to pay for it. And what's stopping you? Why stop to dream when it's free? So if I were to tell you that the first thing to start a business, to be an entrepreneur, you have to start dreaming. Start dreaming from now, and it's free. No need money. You can lie on your own bed, on the floor, in the beach, and dream. The sky is the limit. Just dream and dream and dream. You can dream that you can fly. Nobody's going to say that you're wrong. And let people laugh if I dare you to talk to anyone about your dream. When you talk to people about your dream, and when people laugh at you, take it to your heart. And when you take it to your heart, do it. Just do it. So we don't want to. The first scarcity is no dream. No need to talk already. Go back to your work.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay to go back to your work. It's okay. I respect people who don't want to be an entrepreneur. I respect
Of
people who
course.
are
Me
happy
too.
with wanting to be an employee, just go ahead. I respect you and I thank you because I have a lot of employees who are under me and they are just happy with their work and do their best. So
Correct.
just be the best version of yourself in no matter what you do. If you choose to be an employee, be a good employee, be present, do your best. If you
Mm.
choose to be an entrepreneur, go ahead. But first, you have to dream. You have to dream how far, how big, how much you want. Unimaginable. Somebody cannot pull you and stop you and move on.
Yeah.
And that's entrepreneur. Just go on, move it, do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. You see, this why I asked Tracy this, because I think she will give the best answer, and yes, she is. This is my personal sharing. Where people come to me and say, "Oh, you want to do entrepreneur because you want more money," I say, I wish that's my reason, because I used to be sell for many company, right? And you know, as the sell person, if you are top sell person in the company, you make so much money. Okay, and if it's all come from money, to be honest, I can just work for somebody else and no need to think of pay salary for people, set up the team, training them. For me, as that, like you say, the dream I have is so weird that when I share, people laugh at me all the time. But I don't care. I still pursue my dream. And that's exactly what is entrepreneur. It's not random universe send certain thing in your brain to imagine like that, right? Because the imagination is come from universe only give to you. That's why no matter how much I explain to people, people don't understand. And I'm sure Tracy will have similar issue. And that's when I respect a lot of entrepreneurs, because they dare to dream big and they dare to pursue their dream, and they never about money, but they don't have to justify to the world that I do this not because of money, right?
Mm.
Because money is, like you say, only come after you really add value to the world. You don't
Byproduct,
add
byproduct.
value, you don't give anything to other people feel like you worth the money, nobody will pass to you. Okay, and that's how entrepreneurship is, Thanks, Tracy. That's a very amazing response right there. Let's go back, one more thing I want to ask, because
Yes.
I we know each other for Money and You as well, and Money and You is where changed my life forever. So how are your story about Money and You? How do you know about Money and You, and when is your year of graduate, and how Money and You changed your life?
Okay, I joined Money and You in 2019.
Oh, okay.
And yes, at that point of time, again, I was struck with one failure in life.
Mm,
Okay, so the same thing. I went, I secluded myself, I came back, and I was doing some meditation at that point of time. And said, what can I do now? And then my friend, he actually said, Money and You is coming. Why don't you just go? I said, I can't afford it. I said, I can't afford it. It's way beyond my budget. I cannot afford it. And I have so many things ongoing. Then my friend said, uh, I tell you what, I will sponsor you to the class.
wow,
Okay.
amazing friend.
Yes. And
Can I be her friend as well? I'm kidding.
okay, so you see the when you're up, when I'm there, I I I, I don't I treat people nicely.
Correct.
I was generous. I was sharing. And so when I was down, everybody came to me.
Yeah.
It's not the other way around that people left me.
Correct.
So it's really an amazing thing. And I'm so appreciative and I'm so grateful that when I am down, no money in my pocket, people are coming to me.
Yep.
That is the thing about doing the right stuff when
Integrity.
as integrity and humanity,
Yes.
and when you're down, people come to me and say, come, Tracy, go to this. I said, yes, exactly what, okay, I will go because it's exactly what I needed now. And did I pay my friend back? Definitely, I have to pay the my
Yes.
friend back, right?
Yep.
Because from there, I went there and I when I went to Money and You, there were, and the amazing part about Money and You is not about talking. They
Yep.
don't just talk and talk, and they interact and they play games, and the whole games make you realize that, oh, this is the mistake that I have done. I should have done this. And there are theory, and when theory, right, there are games, and there are so many exciting things that we discover that, actually, I have this thing. That's why it led to this. It's like a ripple effect. Or I would say that, okay, example, if you plant apple, right, what you get? You'll get apple,
Apple,
right?
apple, yes.
But if I want orange, do I plant apple seed?
Nope.
I don't
Orange
plant
seed.
apple seed, so I plant orange seed. So the thing is this: if the effect, right, of me, when I went to Money and You, I realized, oh, it's the seed that I planted was wrong.
Yes.
So if I want orange, I should have planted the orange seed. Instead, I planted the apple seed, and I got
Mm.
apple, which is not the effect that I wanted. And then I learned. So
Mm.
through Money and You program, is a really amazing program because everybody is there themselves. Nobody else, no
Yep.
family to and and by the way, negative people are really toxic. They will find all problems for every solution that you have.
Yes.
So you need to get with the right people, get into the right environment. So like I say, the community that I'm going to build in September is basically, the mission is to build a community of entrepreneurs who are positive.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm so supportive of you on that. And you see that Tracy, why I ask this question, because a lot of people
Mm.
tell me I'm not ready to go Money and You. Like you say, I cannot afford to go Money and You. What is the advice you will give to people who give this kind of reason, excuses, and say, oh, you guys have so much money, that's why you're talking. Tracy just told you that she also don't have money. And universe give her the way to go. But the person have to make a decision to walk into that class is you, Tracy. It's not her friend. So if people give this kind of excuses for you why they should not go or why they're not ready, what's the advice you give to them?
Okay. I would say that you have to ask yourself, how much value do you have in yourself? How expensive are you? How valuable is yourself? Look into the mirror and ask yourself. Okay, because we need to invest. Invest not in houses or cars or whatever. Is myself. You have to invest in yourself because you yourself will bring in the houses, hotels. You bring in. You will bring in the car, Toyota to limo. It's you. If you do not invest in yourself, even if I give you a lot of money, right, you are not able to handle. So we need to look ourselves in the mirror and say, how valuable are you? So how valuable you want to improve yourself and the skill set. So just now I say what? Whenever fall into a fall pit, right? Just what is the skill you want to elevate? What is the skill that you want to give to yourself so that you can move forward? Because when we fall, right, that means, oh, we are lacking of something. Like, the building, maybe we short of one foundation, that's why we fall. So we go and find that foundation and plug the foundation to our building. So this is Money and You is another foundation that you should actually plug to your base of the foundation, because it will express and shortcut your time towards success. So when you have the correct mindset, and when you have the correct environment, and when you have the correct vehicle, is where you can go very fast, because now you are putting a Ferrari engine, Money and You Ferrari engine into your Toyota, where you can
Mm,
actually move very, very fast. Why
fast,
not?
yes.
Why not? Why don't you invest in this engine that can bring you from point A to point B? It used to be maybe 5 years, but bring now to 1 year, which will actually compress your time. And time is money, and we need to
Mm,
manage our time. So by investing in ourselves, learning a new skill, is like getting ourselves a better engine where we can move faster and better
yeah,
and more efficient.
yeah.
So if you think that, okay, this is an investment, how can I get this money?
Mm.
Okay, so if let's say I get from one person, very difficult. I can get from two. I can get from three. And please remember to pay people back lah. Don't take and then go and people say, "Walao you go to money and you teach you this one, take my money and run," you know.
Yeah.
No, we don't want to do that. There's many ways to make a payment. We can tell they can pay them by installment, we can pay them, there's so many ways that we can strike a deal.
Yep.
But first you must know how to invest in yourself. Yourself is,
Yep.
that's the best investment. Nobody can take that away from you. There's no way people can just come here and cheat you out of your self investment. That's the
Yep.
only thing that you will never get out of it.
I like Money and You graduate because I learned so much courses. By the way, it's not only Money and You, but Money and You is the only community that I feel people sincerity share other people to come to Money and You without questioning why I should share. You see, that's how comfortable I asked Tracy, and she straight away share because Money and You make me the feel like it's a home that. And it's not owned by us, by the way. It's not owned by Tracy. It's not owned by me. It's not owned by any of us who are Money and You graduate. But we willingly to commit to bring as many people to come home. We call come home because that is the only play. Like I agree with Tracy. You want the engine that push you go faster, quicker, better, and save time because leverage is the key to success, right? So I have that. Tracy have her lesson back from there, and you have to go for yourself to have that experience and to bring back to success. And especially for me, I would highly recommend whoever to do investment and entrepreneur because I think it's so important for the journey because it saves you so much of time or painful experience and especially expensive experience you have to deal by yourself without help and support, without knowledge and the tools from Money and You will save so much. I saw so many success entrepreneurs come out from Money and You. Tracy also, me, myself, example. So you guys have to understand that it's have a lot of fake courses outside there, no doubt. But what is the true one? Then you should invest in yourself. Yourself is a bigger asset. Tracy, one last question today. Do you realize that we have a so fruitful conversation? We didn't see how time fly, right? And that's the what I love about my show. I bring my guests slowly up and they were like, oh, that's fun. And they will keep sharing and sharing and sharing because I love it. I love when people sharing because this is authenticity that I don't think anybody random on the road right now can catch this moment from you. And I got it. I'm nailed it. I love when I nail people.
You are
That's
awesome.
yeah, when I nail because she was so nervous before start. She like, oh, what should I need to say? I said, don't worry, I will. Because if I say so much, right, people will start think. And when they think, the sharing is not from here. And my show is all from here. We are just a normal human being on earth. And I want to let my audience know that we are just same as you. We are start from somewhere. We also start from zero. We start from scratch and negative and so on. So what? We still can do it. Tracy, one last question and we close up for today. By the way, if you guys
Yes.
like how Tracy's sharing, don't forget all the information about Tracy is under the description. Get in touch with her if you want more business matching, connect with people, want to be entrepreneurship or so on, any investment in Singapore, please keep in touch with her. And we will have more Tracy in the next episode, maybe, when she have more sharing about her community that she building up. Tracy, what you want to tell to Tracy 5 years from now? If you meet Tracy in the future right now, what do you want to tell her?
Oh, I would say that, oh, Tracy, I love you. You have done a great job. Yeah, I
Wow, oh
think
my
that's
gosh. That's a positive vibe right there, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, thank you, Tracy, for today. I have a great conversation with you. We have a great show today. And you
yes. In
guys,
fact,
don't forget. Yes.
I actually have I have my appointments lined up and I actually cancel them for this pod show because
Oh, so
because
appreciate that.
yeah, because I think of the lives that Anne was telling me that this is going to sharing to so many entrepreneurs who are already starting up or they're not even to start up. And imagine that kind of life that we would inspire in impact. So I actually put that as a way above everything else. I put everything down for this
Oh,
this
thanks for your
appointment.
heart. Thanks for your
Yeah.
heart.
So I mean, keep it going, really inspire. This is, what I really wanted to do, because I started from 18, 19, and at that time there was nobody to support me, and everybody was like putting me down. And to come to until today, right, I wish that, I had a mentor at that point of time. So I wouldn't have wasted so many years, because mentor are coaches that will give and just direct me on my blind spot and be listen lah. So the first thing is, dream. The second thing is to believe in yourself. Number three, when you find the thing that you want to do, focus. So this is actually the recipe to success only ma. So as long as you have this few ingredient, and you photocopy every day until it become a habit, then success become a habit. So I really, hope to see you, everyone, to be very successful in wherever you think that you put your foot into. If you think that you want to be an artist and be successful, be it. If you think that you want to be a dancer, ballet dancer, to be successful, be it. It's not about money. It's not about money. And then, you also know that people who sell paintings that can become millions of dollars, because it's a byproduct.
Yeah.
When you put your heart and soul, like Anne say, why we have to share from the heart, because that is not replaceable. And yeah, really, I really hope to this 1 hour of our time can really impact you, because I know that it's not only just listening to one talk show and then you suddenly, oh, I am very inspired and become very successful. No, you have to continuously immerse yourself in the positive mindset. Go caster, go onto YouTube, motivate yourself. It's a journey. Is keep on injecting yourself with vitamin, brain vitamin, spirit vitamin, soul vitamin. That is what I want to say. And then whenever you come to a cross point in life, and when you really like, I don't know what to do. I have this, and this. So many choices. The problem now is nowadays you're millennial, right? It's not the problem that
Yeah.
got no choice leh. Last time you're very humble family. This don't have that. We don't have car. We only have a small room. Squeeze everybody inside the room. At that
Yep.
point of time, we don't have much choices. Then we just come out. And the problem nowadays for millennial is that you got too much choices. You don't know what to choose already. Oh, I
Yep.
follow this person, I follow that person, I follow this and that. I go to crypto, I go
Next
to
one already. No more millennial now already. Gen Z, Gen
oh
X
Gen Z.
already. Yeah.
Yeah.
Millennial is like me already. I'm considered
Oh.
auntie for them nowadays. Yeah. That's you see how big gap we are right now. So trust me, even you talk to Gen Z, some of them is amazing. Of course, they
Mm,
have the skill we don't have. But I agree with you. They have too much choices. They have so much
yes.
choices that they confuse and they don't know
Yes.
what to choose.
I have a
See?
formula for that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, this thing I don't let Tracy share. Why? Because you have to get in touch with her and then she will share with you. Guy, I want you guys to be a better entrepreneur in terms of your life. I agree with Tracy. Find a mentor. Find a good mentor. Find people who are already done that, do that on that journey. Do a lot of failure that you will save a lot of time. Save 15 years of your life to just don't make the same mistake of that industry. Thank you so much, Tracy. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe my Ms.Nhi Podcast. We will see you again with the next episode. Bye,
Tạm biệt.
Tracy.
Tạm biệt.
Tạm biệt.
Tạm biệt.